Well, hello, KY. How are you doing, my friend?
I am doing just fine, bud. How are you?
God, with the hanging in there. Every day is getting better and better.
Well, you're hanging in there. I'm hanging out of there.
You're hanging out there. As we get ready for our new show, we are doing a lot of test runs, and this is because we're having all. I cannot remember how to do a lot of things, and I've managed to mess that part up. But
That's what she said.
so G said, first let me just say hi to Bell Admin. Bell, my brother, he's got his phone booked up. I'm very excited. And D Johns, good to have you, sister. Hope your headache is
I
gone.
don't see you, John. I only see Bill.
She stopped in, but she has a headache,
No.
and then of course, so tonight's show, of course, we are going to try a new thing. I have an entire topic I have chosen, and then of course we have other stories we have lined up for other shows, but we wanted to see how this worked. Unfortunately, we can't do the entire thing with me and KY, as for some odd reason he cannot log into my StreamYard. I don't get it. I have to bring him up like I would normally someone from the audience. So I don't know what the deal is. It is weird because see,
Check your permissions for me.
well, it's not
Well,
that.
we do it tomorrow.
You remember they hacked into our B for Vets account.
Right.
They went through Facebook and shit and went into it. So they stopped it. But ever since they did that, YouTube helped me with that. When you log into StreamYard, I sometimes log into the Bud one rather than the V for Vets one, or vice versa, like what happened to you. You should have been in the normal Bud Grower StreamYard. You should not have appeared in the V for Vet one. And I don't know how to solve that problem. I'm not I'm at a loss, you know. But anyway, tonight's show, I wanted to play a clip for you. And this has been a while, so this is why we're doing this. Um, Wanted to bring up a topic. About a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, there was this rash of WNBA players that were streaming across television screaming about unequal pay. Well, they broke it down into why this was the actual cause of that. There's as because of the normal basketball league, men's, they actually pay to help keep the women's basketball league in effect because they lose money, and their salaries are based off, of course, the how much
Viewership.
money you make. Yeah, that's how it
Viewership.
works.
Just like the NFL. If you got a team that has half the stadium empty every game, and then you have another team that has full stadiums every game, like the Green Bay Packers,
Yeah, that's the Green Bay Packers. I love it.
they are sold out for the next 72 years. To
Yeah,
get to
well,
get to get a season ticket, it's now down down to like 48 years you have to wait to,
dang.
unless someone passes away. That's how long the waiting list is to get a season ticket in Lambeau Field.
Wow, that's
And
impressive.
they added 32,000 seats in the last 10 years
Really? That's pretty impressive.
because
Well, Green
they
Bay
closed
is
the south end and they put all those extra seats in. They put the big screen in and the boxes.
yeah, well, Green Bay is a good team, and this is the point. They can afford to pay their players more money or offer them more money because they're generating more money. That's how that works.
But if you're the
So,
Jacksonville Jaguars or the Panthers and you can't fill a stadium, a quarter or
right.
a third every because you couldn't beat the local high school team if your life depended on it.
No,
Then
and
you wonder why. Oh, gee, I wonder how come our stadium's not full.
now, so then you get some of them that became famous, and then you had the scandalous situation where they traded the murderer for the basketball player that was caught with pedophilia in Russia. Again, spoiling the WNBA, making them look ridiculous. And while they were bitching, they I just gotta run this for you. This is I'm gonna see if this works. Bear with me here because my eyes are really bad right now, but I'm gonna show you guys something here.
My wife trained me. I can't bear with other people. Swangin, welcome to the show.
All right.
Bud's got really bad eyesight. He's getting old. He can't see you yet.
I got blood in the eyes.
He's blind in one ear and can't see out of the other.
Against
Hold on.
Copper is Turner.
All right, full screen.
All right. Shoot.
Go to the full screen there, bud.
Yeah, I'm trying.
There you go.
There.
Come on. There you go.
Copper is
Now, if you noticed in the beginning of this video,
Knocks it away. Turner has it for feet.
Phoenix.
and I'll
Diggins
rewind
Smith.
it.
So it's the highest.
Look at that. That right there. That is the championship parade after they won the championship. I mean, yeah, and the
Wait a minute,
NBA.
what is this? There's a kid riding a bike following him.
the NBA, you could not walk. I mean, there would be so many people, riots and police and everything else. This is what they have. This is it. And to bitch about not being able to make the same money is just utterly ridiculous.
Oh, there's 3 kids, 4 kids, 5.
Yeah,
Kids
this
riding
is
bikes.
There. Against
Now
Copper
watch.
is Turner.
this. This is it. This is what you experience watching
Phoenix.
these women.
Diggins Smith.
So it's the highest level of basketball. And if you love basketball, you love the WNBA.
Diggins Smith on the attack. Misses a layup.
And you can't even hit a layup.
No,
A
it's just-
7-0 Chicago run. Taurasi misses the layup. That's 3 missed layups. Rebound. Diggins Smith on the attack. Floats it up to Turner. She can't finish.
Now, those are championship games. That's the elite of the elite. You know what I'm saying?
Any
Um,
boys high school team would beat that.
Right. I mean, so what you saw there is the byproduct of the sport itself. So they were really upset about the fact that they weren't getting the equal pay, and like I said, this was just showing why. But really asked you, oh, Swaggin 77, good to see you, brother. What I'm sorry. What really does it, I mean, really brings it home is is the fact of what they have done to themselves now. You'd think after all that, after all the bitching and all the screaming and all the protesting, that they would welcome a pay increase and stuff. So they would work
Larger
in
viewership.
right. But what
More
instead,
viewers means more commercial money, more income from the commercials. More income means larger pay.
right, and I gotta show you this. Hold on, let me see if this. I'm finding another tape, which brings us to the ongoing story. Oh, I gotta mute. I have to mute this. I'm getting feedback. Okay. So now introduce Caitlin Clark. And Caitlin Clark set records that not even the NBA players have reached. I mean, when they compare her to the male equivalent of basketball to historical events and players that saved the sport, everybody knows that it was Michael Jordan and his flair that revitalized the NBA and got more sponsorships because of him diving through the air and stuff, and that exciting college game at the very end. It was like the same equivalent to the 1975 World Series Game 6, which set records for being watched, a sports event, which made CBS and NBC renew their contracts, which they were canceling for baseball. That would have effectively ended baseball, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it would have.
So this event introduces a girl named Caitlin Clark, who set records and just blew away everything. And to be equivalent would be Michael Jordan. She would be the Michael Jordan of male basketball.
WNBA, yeah, she'd be the Michael
Right.
Jordan of
She's just unbelievable. Now, it's not just the scores and the baskets and all that nonsense she does, which is incredible as hell. And the fact that she signed a really huge deal with Nike, which I'm not a big fan of Nike, but she has set these records, and she is being brutalized by the other players in the NBA. Now, I'm not going to say it's all about the race. A lot of people will. They just don't like this image of this white girl coming through and doing this stuff, and she has been exactly whooping ass. Now, these aren't my words.
Hello, Crazy Frenchman. Welcome.
Hey, Crazy. What you would think is, though, to bring her in there, it has it set a record for most people watching basketball in that state between the college team and her team, and the professional team. Her college team had more viewers. That was the first time ever for WNBA. And then, of course, you're looking at setting the most, it's been a 900% increase in people watching when Caitlin Clark comes to town. The sponsorship has gone through the roof because of Caitlin Clark. And now, so you think that they would open armly, just, be, wow, this is great. But no, instead, you got stuff like what I'm going to show you is going on.
So, in other words, instead of 10 people watching the game, they now have 100.
Yeah. And that means that they will get money. I mean, they'll end up getting money, more money for the team, and they all know that. Now,
you think they would like that?
You'd think so, but it's right now, a couple of them were worried about the way history would look at them. To be more honest, they were more interested in the fame than they are actually winning the game, which is sad. It really is. But, I don't. Let me see if I can pull this.
Oh, that NY Debs is here. There goes the neighborhood.
Yes. Rarely does the U.S. government want anyone more than it wanted this man. His name is Victor Boot, and he's known as the Merchant of Death.
Sports League. Most known for complaining about not getting paid enough, even though they've been operating at a loss for decades.
You're wrong.
Or being involved in the worst trade in sports history, seeing Brittany Griner being traded for the Merchant of Death.
Rarely does the U.S. government want anyone more than it wanted this man. His name is Victor Boot, and he's known as the Merchant of Death.
However, After 30 long years, the WNBA has lucked into having a player that is actually popular on a mainstream level with the ability to grow the league. That player is, of course, Caitlin Clark. Yet, instead of elevating and celebrating Clark, WNBA players have been petty.
Yo, petty girls.
And bullish towards her. However, a few months into the season, Clark has humbled every outspoken WNBA hater.
Damn!
First up is surprisingly Sabrina Ionescu, who has clearly let some of this delusional hate for Clark seep into her mind, saying that Clark and the Indiana Fever treated their recent game against Sabrina and her team as their Super Bowl.
No, we play Liberty basketball, but understanding like this is their Super Bowl game.
Right.
Which makes no sense, as last year Sabrina's New York Liberty only averaged 7,000 fans a game, in an arena that can hold up to 17,000. Or as Bill Burr puts it,
you're playing in a 20,000 seat arena, 1,500 people show up, that's not a good night!
Maybe Ionescu has
My God, it's so sick.
So, as you can see, Caitlin Clark comes in and she starts bringing the league up. NC Deb, good to see you. Reggie Frenchman, good to see you. I can't see anything, dude.
I said hello to her 2 minutes ago, just like crazy.
Too busy trying to see the videos. But
I know you can't see well, so I'm saying hello to people, assuming that you're actually listening.
So you see this now. I really just don't fathom why they would do such a thing. I mean, honestly, you're just shooting yourselves in the foot, literally shooting yourselves in the foot. So, but as the time goes by, her teammate, I just turned it on about a half hour ago. Anyway,
so her teammate
comes in, right? Her teammate is finally starting to work with her, and they're probably going to win the championship. Now, of course, as you saw in the beginning of the video, the tape of those 5 buses driving by, and absolutely barely nobody was there at all to celebrate it, is not quite going to be the case this time. Her team is starting to get a heck of a following going, and her Instagram and her crowds are going up. So there is a good chance that the WNBA will actually get some life breathed into it and actually have some chance of getting better players and stuff, which is what is I thought was the eventual goal of this. But unfortunately, some of these players are more interested in the fame, and that's what they want. They just want the all-out fame. They don't care about anything else. They're very jealous of Caitlin Clark, and I don't know why they would be, but they've attacked her on the court. They've smashed her in the head several times. Unbelievable. Caitlin has not fought back. She has stayed completely just amazing.
Hello, Chelonian Estate. Welcome.
Hello, Chelonian State. Good to see you. And now hold on. I got go back. Please keep him company, KY, while I go back to this.
I contacted Ginger Snaps, and she said she was awake. And I noticed that we're live, so I don't know what's going on with her.
Where is it?
Yes, WNBA in particular, Deb, and the way they're treating Caitlin Clark.
Female player in WNBA history for the last 3 years, I'm pretty sure that you would not believe me. Because the reality is, the WNBA isn't as fun to watch as the NBA. But as we all know, that all changed with the arrival of Caitlin Clark. I mean, there's no female player in WNBA history that has gained the attention of the entire sports world like the way Caitlin is doing right now. And she's currently putting women's basketball on center stage for casual sports fans to talk about. which is something that has never been done for ages. Like, for the sake of comparison, what Caitlyn is
look at
doing
this.
right now is similar to what Michael Jordan did back in the early 90s, when he elevated the game itself to a whole new level while also making the NBA marketable, as well as more profitable in the process.
Before the 2023 season, the WNBA had grown by 40% viewership from 2022 to 2023. But with Caitlin Clark's arrival, it's grown by 400% viewership. Okay, now let's not talk viewership, let's talk ticket sales. Bear with me. Ticket sales grew in 2023 by 16% from 2022. Ticket sales have grown by 93% in 2024. What that means is without Caitlin Clark, the WNBA would have taken till 2029 or 2030 to get to where Caitlin Clark has gotten them today. What Caitlin Clark has done is grown the WNBA exponentially. She did in 5 weeks what would have taken 5 years. And as it pertains to draft viewership, she did in 5 days what would have taken 5 years. So yes, the WNBA was growing before Caitlin Clark. Make that abundantly clear. But it was growing incrementally compared to the exponential growth you're seeing now.
That is just an incredible thing. And and these people, the players in there who have been bitching about more pay and stuff, AZ Unfiltered, good to see you.
AZ!
How you doing, brother? Good to see you in here. We're starting to do our show again, and we're just trying some new topics that we had. And this one is on Caitlin Clark and the WNBA. Like I said, they so then like I showed, they have, let's see, what is that, Bill? But it was good to see you in here, AZ. So anyway, she I have another, hold on, I'm trying to find it right now. Give me a sec.
Bud's recovering slowly. He can walk a lot better now, so it won't be
the
long.
WNBA has indeed put more butts in the seats and more eyes on the
Sorry.
WNBA as a basketball product. She has become an instant ambassador for the WNBA and women's basketball in general. And for the very first time in a long while, the WNBA has finally found the face of the league that they can bank on for the years to come. But see, despite the media attention and insane amount of money that Caitlin is bringing to the WNBA, a lot of her peers and foreign players are not happy with what she's doing right now. And in fact, most of them just hate her because they believe she's hogging the spotlight onto herself. I mean, take the case of Lynette Woodard. In case you're unfamiliar with the name, Woodard played for Kentucky from 1977 to 1981. And during her playing days, Woodard was just an absolute beast and was considered one of the most prolific scorers in her time. So much so that she ended up as the all-time leading scorer in women's college basketball history with 3,649 points across her name. Now, when Caitlin surpassed her scoring record last February, Woodard came out a bit salty and defensive upon learning the news. And instead of acknowledging and celebrating her accomplishment, here's what she said.
Getting all your daily nutrients is hard.
Really?
I am the hidden figure, but no longer now. My record was hidden from everyone for 43 years. 43 years. I don't think, I'll just go ahead and get the elephant out of the room. I don't think my record has been broken because you can't duplicate what you're not duplicating. And so unless you come with a men's basketball and a 2-point shot, hey, you know.
See, look at this.
Though she has every right to say and be acknowledged as the uncrowned leading scorer of women's college basketball, I think it's off-putting to put Caitlin in a bad light right after she just dethroned her. See, while it's true Woodard played in a much more challenging basketball environment back then than Caitlin, it's not her fault that the three-point line was added. It's not her fault that she has to play using a women's-sized basketball. The game simply evolved over time. And if the so-called advantages favored Caitlin offensively in a certain way and made her a better scorer, then it's not her fault.
Nope.
So why do you take it against her? Like you'd never hear Kareem making some lousy excuse about how there was no three-pointer back in the day when LeBron broke his scoring record last year. And in fact, Kareem was actually on the sidelines and eventually celebrated with him on the court the moment LeBron hit the record-breaking shot. I mean, no one actually knew about Woodard and her record until Caitlin broke it. So with this being said, she should have been thankful to Caitlyn instead of discrediting her, because now she finally has the chance to be recognized for the things she has done for the game, all thanks to the media attention that Caitlyn brought upon her. Anyway, another Hall of Famer who is oozing with jealousy against Caitlyn is former WNBA legend Cheryl Swoops. Just like Woodard, Swoops quickly discredited Caitlyn for breaking the all-time scoring record by saying that the reason why she successfully broke it was simply because she had played more games.
This isn't just for Caitlyn, but you asked me about Caitlyn. If you're going to break a record, to me, if it's legitimate, you have to break that record in the same amount of time that that player set it. So if Kelsey Plum set that record in 4 years, well, Caitlyn should have broke that record in 4 years. But because there's a COVID year, and then there's another year, you know what I mean? So she's already had an extra year
Not
to
really.
break that record. So is it truly a broken record?
Now, when you hear it the first time, you would believe that Swoops was dropping facts with her body language and the way she says her argument with such conviction. However, a simple search online would tell you that Swoops is lying and just flat out hating on Caitlyn. See, as you can see in this graph right here, Caitlyn has actually surpassed Plum's record by playing fewer games than her. Plum had set the record with 139 games, while Caitlyn broke it in just 126 games. Anyway, Swoops didn't stop there. After spitting 100% lies, she would double down on her narrative by saying,
Caitlyn Clark right now probably takes about 40 shots a game.
Carry on.
I know you like that.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Once again, if someone were to just type in, Caitlyn Clark's stats this year, it would show via ESPN the 4-year player from Iowa attempts 22.3 shots a game.
So she just said that the reason why she scored a ton of points was because she was taking 40 shots a ball game. But once again, a simple Google search would tell you that Swoops was lying. According to her college stats, Caitlyn was just taking around 18 to 22 shots a ball game and was nowhere near the 40 shots that Swoops was saying. I mean, it's clear as day that you can't teach class regardless of whether you're a Hall of Famer like Swoops or an up-and-coming star.
And there you have it again.
Whoops. I exaggerated. Whoops.
Oops.
Al Sokel, welcome.
Ow, thank you for showing up, brother. As you can see, Caitlyn Clark came in on a sport that was collapsing, literally has helped to rebuild the sport. Yeah, and finally she's starting to get some attention. For her teammates are backing her up because they got sick of watching her being attacked on there. But that is just the jealousy against Caitlyn Clark is amazing. It's just
I was watching a clip the other day, and her teammates are finally sticking up for her and defending her somewhat.
Well, yeah, it's pretty pathetic. It's like, remember we talked about this months ago when she first came up. There were signs of this going on, and nobody was doing anything about it. And it wasn't until the NBA players came out and started making comments, by the way, who support her. The NBA players love her.
Her teammates should have her back.
Right. Well, yeah, and it's like I said, I don't want to put words in. All I know is that it's jealousy one way or another. I mean, there's no denying that. There's no reasonable, like these people lying like that. There's no need for them to lie. And there's that one that was on the very end right there, the one that had the record. She didn't need to do that. She was a groundbreaker. She was like a Cyndi Lauper for clothes. You know what I'm saying? She ain't going anywhere in history.
Yeah.
So why discredit somebody who's helping to save a sport that you helped start to make?
Helping to save it and boost it, and everyone in the league is going to benefit.
Right. It's just mind-boggling it. But, I got another clip I wanted to show you if I can find it.
Put up AZ's comment.
Okay, hold on.
It's right near the top there. Yeah, and they play with the smaller ball, the lower net.
Right. Well, and like he brought up, it doesn't matter to a certain degree, because he even went back and said that she had made that record in less time. But I agree to a certain degree. Like in baseball, the Astro, because they changed the rules.
Same in football, the number of games changed.
Right. And but you look at like Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth, when he was because he was not only the greatest hitter, but he was also one of the greatest pitchers. But you got to remember, back in their day when they were pitching and stuff, they hadn't outlawed spitballs.
Right.
So that changed the parameter of things. So you could honestly fight that Babe Ruth's home runs were actually harder to obtain than Hank Aaron's, because he had to deal with spitballs and things.
All right, who is this key guy? Snap, the Gators are about?
What's up?
Down in the comments, snap, the Gators are about. Someone called T. And they've got a wrench, so it's obviously somebody you know.
That's Tonkin, I believe.
Tonkin.
Yeah, he's got the British flag in the background, man.
I can't see any.
I can barely see
it.
it.
I
I'm
didn't see the flag.
blind. I'm completely blind.
Oh, I see it now. Now I can see the red stripe. Okay. Oi, oi. 3 times. Oi, oi, oi. Remember?
Hang on. I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get better at this, KY. I really am. But right.
That's what she said. You better get better at this. LD, good to see you up this late.
Oh man. Here it is. All right.
I shook hands with Hank Aaron when I was about 8 years old, when they were in Milwaukee Braves. Before they went to
Front
Atlanta.
of last year, because in actuality, it was her
I
team
met
that
him.
was playing in
Yes,
their
okay.
Super Bowl game that evening. Because thanks to Clark, that was the most watched game of Ionescu's WNBA career. Just like any team that comes up against Clark will be playing in their Super Bowl and most watched game ever. Next up is Diana Taurasi, who has tried her hardest to cement herself as the biggest Caitlin Clark hater. From saying before the year that reality was coming for Clark when she entered the league. However, the only player that's been smacked in the face with reality this year is Taurasi. As after 20 years in the league, Taurasi hasn't been able to sell out a home game until Caitlin Clark came along. Even worse, in that home game, Clark beat Taurasi and then received a standing ovation from Taurasi's home fans. Ouch. To make matters worse for Taurasi, Clark has proved she is currently a better player than her, which is demonstrated in basically every statistical category. Yet, Taurasi has defended and almost certainly had a role in keeping Clark off the Olympic team, saying as a rookie, Clark just isn't ready. But people have rightly pointed out to Taurasi that she made the Olympic team as a rookie. And her reason is because she won 3 national championships.
Because you were young yourself, and tell me if I'm wrong. Weren't you named to the roster as soon as you graduated, right? You were young.
Yeah, after I won 3 national championships in a row, I was named.
Not only does this sound selfish, but it's also quite delusional, as she's making it seem like she carried some depleted squad to a chip, when in reality, Diana played on a team that was already established as the best college team, a team that had the...
Oh Lord. I need to get primed.
the #1 seed going into the NCAA tournament and making the finals 6 straight years before she joined the team. Had recently won a national championship before her arrival, won tons after she left, a team that was constantly stacked with the best players in the nation and which was led by the best women's basketball coach of all time. Meanwhile, Clark's Hawkeyes had never made an NCAA finals and hadn't been seeded first in the tourney in over 30 years. It's simply a fact that what Clark was able to do with Iowa was more impressive than what Taurasi did with UConn. It's also a fact that Clark was a way better college player than Taurasi. So what's the real reason Taurasi made the Olympic team as a rookie? Well, nepotism. As Gino Auriemma, her college coach, had been in the Olympic coaching circuit for years, being the coach of the junior Olympic national team as well as an assistant for the women's national team, and definitely had the power and influence to get her on the team. And nepotism is the only reason Taurasi is currently on the team, as right now, Clark is better than Taurasi. And if the Olympic selection would be on the team. So, because of Clark's skill and importantly her attitude surrounding Taurasi's hate, after 20 years in the WNBA, Taurasi will be remembered for being the face of a failing league, one reliant on NBA subsidies, one that never sold out arenas, barely had jersey sales, and boasted a non-existent national TV audience, and who refused to elevate younger talent and pass the baton to a player who has already grown the women's game in a way Taurasi was never able to. Clark has truly destroyed Taurasi. The next delusional WNBA player has to be Angel It's All About Me Reese, who started coming for Clark in college, taunting her in the national championship game, which Clark brushed off and took like a professional. However, when Clark bounced Reese from the tourney the following year, she broke down in the post-game interview. Now, in the WNBA, Reese has constantly claimed the massive uptick in viewership is not just because of Caitlin Clark, but also mainly because of her. She first tweeted out this nonsense, then doubled down saying it in an interview.
And I know I'll go down in history. I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
This
unbelievable. The absolute. That's it right there. You guys are you're looking at it. You're looking at what has to be the most pathetic shit I've ever seen in my life. These women were bitching and moaning not less than 1 year ago about not being able to make any money, and they were flat out bitch smacked down and told it's because you don't have viewer sponsorship and you don't have people following you. And then
hang on, it's not Tonkin. That's DJ Vix. I'm using T's phone.
Oh, okay. Hi, DJ. Sorry about that. Al SoCal. Why does what's up? Hold on, Al. Why does Al not have a
what?
A wrench.
Why don't I have a wrench?
I don't know, dude. I don't know what's going on. I have no. I don't know. But I'm going to add you both right now. I mean, I don't know what else to do. This is so stupid. So type hi in the chat. Crazy. Yeah, you already wrenched. Silly. So I'm just really I don't get it, KY. This whole thing is by the end of this year they're talking about a substantial raise in the money that the WNBA women will receive. I personally myself would, if you want the sport to have a chance to survive, if you want anything to do with WNBA, it's got to grow and expand, and so that you can get better players in there. Because I'm sorry, but the caliber of players that are in there is why people really don't watch it. You go watch an NBA game during the playoffs, dude. It's an absolute war. And for someone to miss a shot is just incredible.
Or watching the NCAA Final Four, or Final 16,
Right. You watch these guys, and it's just, it's a level of just ridiculousness that, and I mean, honestly, it really is. But
I know my son's high school basketball team would beat the heck out of that woman's team. Al needs a spanner, DJ says.
Keeper. Good to see you, Keeper.
Keeper's got a spanner. Why doesn't L have a spanner? No, they weren't guys. They were the WNBA women's basketball. We're just talking about how these players are all delusional and they're the most important player. They're the best players, and it's actually
right.
Caitlin Clark that's the best and elevating the game in a matter of weeks to 4 to 5 times what it was a month and a half ago.
Right. Well, she came up and what she's doing for women's basketball would be similar to what the 75 World Series Game 6 Reds did and Michael Jordan did for NBA. So, I mean, we're talking about in my lifetime, I'm very excited to I actually, to be honest with you, started to watch some of those games with her in it because she is it's fun to watch her play. It's not fun to watch the other players missing layups and 3-pointers and this and that and this and that. And it's, I mean, honestly, guys, I don't get into high school basketball. I really don't. I'm more of a professional grade. I was not really a big college fan either, but I got into it when Jordan was in there because I saw him. And Ohio State's my team, but this level of professionalism has to be reached. And I understand there's not a lot of money in it, so then you had to take just about any player that would come along. But when you get someone like Caitlin Clark coming around and actually doing this stuff to promote the sport, to get more money, which they were whining about, well, then you definitely don't want to attack her, and which is what these people are doing. They're just full out attacking her from jealousy. It's nothing else. They don't care about the money.
Is delusional, as every most watched WNBA game this year includes Caitlin Clark. Reese only enters the list when her team has faced Clark. In fact, Reese's ratings are in the gutter when she plays anyone else but Clark and the Fever. This should humble Reese, as it demonstrates that Clark's popularity is on such a higher level than Reese's that Clark doesn't need her to have mainstream fame. Clark doesn't even consider Reese a rival. Meanwhile, Reese's whole persona and mainstream notoriety has been built on hating and trying to tear down Caitlin Clark. Once again, Clark's attitude in this situation has oozed class and professionalism, while it's exposed fans to see Reese as classless and ignorant. And another ignorant hater humbled by Clark is Cheryl Swoops, who has garnered the most notoriety in her life for hating on Clark. Before the season, Swoops used a bunch of lies in order to dismiss what Clark did in college. And now she continues to hate on Clark in the WNBA, saying Angel Reese deserves the Rookie of the Year award over Caitlin Clark.
No.
If Rookie of the Year was picked today, I give it to Angel.
Okay.
Kendon, you can speak to this. Rebounding is about effort, and I want it more than you, and I'm just gonna go get it. That is the best part of Angel's game right now.
Come on, man.
no WNBA rookie in league history has ever recorded 350 points, 100 rebounds, and 150 assists in a single season. Yet, Clark has done it in 22 games. Clark is also the only WNBA rookie to ever record a triple-double. And to think, some WNBA players like Lexi "Who Are You" Brown said Caitlin's game was only threes.
Who plays the style that how?
What
Caitlin
is the
plays?
style? Just threes?
Wow.
You are a hater.
It's clear to everyone not blinded by hate that Clark is a better player than Reese in basically every category. So saying someone who has no offensive game, who actually leads the league in attempts under 5 feet, but is only shooting 47% from that range, and is grabbing 1/3 of their offensive rebounds from their own missed shots, deserves Rookie of the Year, is not arguing in good faith. It's clear that in college and now the pros, Clark has consistently humbled her haters. It's a main reason people support her. And now in a league that's filled with delusional, entitled fools, Clark has been the opposite and just persevered through all the nonsense and focused on her game.
Anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time, guys.
Well, there you have it, guys. Me and
English influenced, huh?
Yeah, so like I said, we talked about this earlier, and it was like the amazing collapse of businesses nowadays is just insane. Like Budweiser, I don't definitely would have got on Budweiser because they didn't realize the backlash they were going to get for having such an event happen. But for the companies that followed behind them and did the same fucking thing, that's just impressive as hell.
They saw the backlash, but still shot themselves in the foot anyhow.
Yeah, they just these other companies coming out. It's unbelievable. It's like Disney. Oh look, Tuna Time. Hi, Tuna Time. Welcome in. You look at Well, yeah. I just lost my train of thought. What was I saying, KY? Well,
I was reading Tuna Time as you were talking. I wasn't paying attention.
No, I God, I totally went brain dead. I can't remember what point I was making. Oh well. That threw me for a loop. But yeah, so you have this this incredible chance for them to rise above and make more money for themselves and actually
for everybody. Yeah,
for everybody. And and watching Caitlin Clark is fun. It really is. I mean, like I said, it was interesting watching the last game she played, which and so like I said, you got this ability to be part of history and see somebody that could actually set the standard for the WNBA, because if they get more money in there, they can get better players in there. People will strive to get in there, not just for the fame, or like these idiots are doing right now, the jealousy. They're not in there for the game. They're in there for the fame. They want the fame. They want to be like the previous ones that got all the attention, and that's what they want. And that's just not a good mix for if you're trying to save the sport. So I'd say everyone just give it a shot. I don't know what your feelings are about, because I'm not really a big overall basketball fan, but I am. Give it a shot. Go over and check Caitlin Clark out. Show because that's the one they got to keep going.
Night, DJ.
Night, D-John. Thank you for stopping in.
No, DJ, not D-John. DJ.
Oh, DJ. Sorry. Well,
yeah, they all look alike.
So basically what this is it's our new format. Me and KY are going to be doing more shows now that I'm back. And we'll do a topic and stuff, and we have some other fun things we want to do. Actually, because we're still working out a lot of the bugs. Unfortunately, guys, like I for the life fucking of me, I could not get KY to get up on panel. I couldn't do it, but StreamYard for some odd fucking reason.
We'll have to get the bugs out of that tomorrow.
Yeah, we got to work on that because that has to be fixed. And
I mean, I can't even when I post, I can't even put any emojis up.
Yeah, that's just I don't get that, man.
I can type, but I can't put an emoji. I can't even put any emojis or anything up. It's just weird.
Anyway, in about next day or so, maybe a couple days over the weekend, possibly, since I'm going to be doing a show with me and KY on immigration. It is a non-opinionated show, basically. I'm not going to for or against. We're just going to show the video clips like we did tonight. Like I said, we're ironing out the new formats and because we want to bring in content, and like me and KY had a halfway decent show going about a year and a half ago, and our goal is to just get that show back, and then of course from there work on our other projects. But so we really appreciate anybody just popping in to say hi or showing support tonight, like Crazy Frenchman, thank you. This is I've seen you a few times. Tuna Time, thank you. I really do appreciate y'all coming in, and like I said, we've got a lot of exciting things coming up. Like I said, my health is taking a change for the better. Honestly, I'm getting more stable, honestly, is what it basically boils down to. And now I have an investor maybe helping me with some transportation requirements, allowing me to now go out. Once my legs are a little bit stronger, I'm working on walking. I am. I'll just say that. So hopefully you'll be seeing us go out here soon. But even if I'm not the one out there feeding, I will be sponsoring events. Right now I have some things going with the fire department, trying to get some canned foods and stuff raised, and then
socks or food or something.
Food or clothes. There's the other thing. Anyone who has clothes. We originally didn't take the clothes. Now we do, because what I do is I take the clothes, we get them clean, we give them to the church, and the church goes and distributes amongst the needy. That's perfect. We don't have to do it, KY. We don't need to worry about carrying it around or sort of storing it. So I'm trying to orchestrate these events with the churches and, to be able to do it. And I've we're going to see how that goes. So hopefully you'll be seeing some of those events where we're actually out with the church doing a lot more than, but in the beginning, it's going to be me. Like I said, I've had to come back, and I'm really excited about it, going out there and doing my thing, and hopefully getting somebody else. But right now, hopefully, like with guests, I'm hoping that one day Al Sokol will go out with me. You know what I'm saying? That type of a thing, until we can find somebody. I don't know, because there's no one really local around me that's part of it.
Maybe you should try calling that Angie number.
Yeah. You should give that number to me. I'll call her. I don't have a problem calling anyone.
BR 549.
Yeah, there you go. Yo, Angie.
Junior Sample Sales.
Man, I'm so I go in Tuesday, and they'll be able to tell me if they're going to. I seriously doubt they'll do the procedure while I'm there. I don't think you could just office visit and have an amputation done right there. They're gonna have to amputate my toe because it has gangrene, and I can't take pain medicine, so I'm walking around with this toe like that. Yeah, it's awful painful. So Tuesday I go in to have that fixed, and hopefully when that is resolved, guys, my days of walking are going to increase quite substantially. I'll be able to work on getting the energy back to my legs. Which is kind of cool. I mean, if you think about it, a year ago today, I was laying up in a bed and I hadn't walked for 4 years. So
After they do that, ask for that toe
yeah, why?
so you can drop it in a bottle of vodka.
No.
Tequila,
Dude.
bottle of tequila.
Tequila, toe, man. I wanted to film it though. They won't let you film
Ugliest word
any.
I've ever seen.
Yeah, like the doctor, he's like, "Does that hurt?" Like, what do you mean, does that hurt? And I'm nice now, KY. I keep it.
You're
Because
all
I don't
buddy,
want to piss off the doctors helping me. But I mean, does it hurt? What do you think? Does it hurt?
Here, let
Oh,
me
damn, I don't
let
know.
me smack you in the jaw with my fist. Does it hurt?
Yeah, or let me pull off your fingernail. See how that does that hurt? Yeah. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting rid of that toe. Like there's no tomorrow. Well, let's see, my friend. We have done a lot. My friend, I'd like to just public thank you to KY and D and Bell and Ginger Snaps and they were the people that kept me going. I mean, I've had a rough time. I really have. I gave up several times almost if it wasn't for them. So it's going to be really exciting, and we're doing this. We're getting the KY and Bud show back and going, so we can get a fan base, and then we can transmute these people also when we do our V for Vet shows, because we want to get back out there and help, and I'm excited about that. I mean, it's been a while. It's been a long time, and we've had a lot going against us to keep that going. I mean, there's been several times it should have been closed, and it's not, because we refuse to give up. So I'm looking forward to all of you, of course, whipping over there when we go live, just to say hi. And like I said, because I really appreciate you stopping in to see me and KY now, and you can look forward to more shows. We want to get back to our regular show, KY and Bud, and of course we'll be doing interviews and having more topics and stuff like that. That's what we're trying out the format, which is a good thing, KY. We're trying it now. I mean, that was like a clusterfuck, man. I didn't get one damn thing right. I need to come up with a better system of, like, for example, I don't know, dude. I don't want to have to get a membership. You know what I'm saying, dude? But what am I try to maybe raise some money to get the membership? So we don't have to deal with the commercials on the clips. That's going to be a bitch. But no, it's not that bad. You just forward over the commercial. I mean,
You can't edit those in advance and take those commercials out.
No.
Oh, they pop in.
Yeah, they're embedded. That's the whole thing. That's the way the system works. And then if you pay for a membership, the encoder code is in which will removes the ability for them to put a commercial on. You don't have it
unless you pay for the premium.
right. And or of course somebody is a hacker and they can give you a generic code to remove it, which I wouldn't do it, but I wouldn't do that shit. If they find out you're doing it, then that's it. You're gone.
Yeah,
no
you're
more
done.
account.
You're gone. Yeah.
Fucking forever. So, like I said, it's been good seeing a lot of you, and I really appreciate, like I said, Bell and Tuna Time. Thank you for coming in, Tuna. You guys have been around for quite a while. We're going back old school. Some of the people have been popping in. I was hoping to see a few other people I'd seen around YouTube that, like, I've some friends I would have liked to seen come in that didn't show up, but maybe after we're on for a while, And of course,
you need to set the shows up more than one day in advance too.
Right, along with the advertising tricks that they have that you put on there, like a hashtag and whatever, so people can find it. Yes, this is, like I said, these are not completely test runs, but they are basically getting out the kinks and stuff, because me and KY used to have a show two times a week, right? 2 or 3.
Yep,
It was
that's
3.
The KY and Bud traveling show.
Right. So we want to get back to similar to that. So, so that way it is, you regulars can come in, there's some content you'll know you'll have when you get here. And again, I appreciate it. It's been a really cool evening since we started back on our show. This is our 3rd show. And I'm very happy to say we've had a steady stream of people in tonight. KY.
Yeah.
We did really good. I mean, for what's been going on, and hopefully this is an indication that you guys will come in and see us. And of course, here's the guy I really love, LT Man. LT Man, thank you for stopping in, brother. There's always a smile on your face when you see LT Man. Yes. Which, by the way, I've got to get your code or your how to that stuff again, so I could put up his stuff.
What, the link for?
Yeah, and then of course he had his code for if you called up and ordered stuff through him, which I am a big supporter of LT Man and his products. They have saved me, literally have saved me. I can't begin to tell you how many creams and lotions and crap, literally just medicated crap that they gave me that did absolutely squat. I mean, it just didn't do shit. And I was like, there was just no end to it. And unfortunately, now mind you, they have this is just one product he has, just to let you know the quality of the stuff he has. That stuff just basically saved my legs. So, I mean, if you guys have any needs for like hemp stuff and then weed and just all kind of
Are you
some
talking about
gummies
the
and,
Tramadol with the tea tree oil?
yeah, that is very expensive though, people.
Yeah.
Very expensive. They jacked up the price on it. You can still get it, but it's very expensive. I would recommend it because you don't need to use that much. It's worth the cost. It really truly is.
Yes.
It has done it for me when nothing else works. So I mean, and my legs, if I don't get them under control, they break out into boils. So that tea tree stuff was the only thing that kept the boils from coming out. So once I run out of that, I'm pretty well,
You want to know how bad his legs were? For a while, he looked like Susan Boyle.
Yeah, I got pictures. I don't even have to talk about how bad it was. I documented it. It was bad, man.
Yes.
Just fucking ridiculous. It's what's led me to where I am today with the failed kidneys and all this shit. The infection spread through my legs because of the brown recluse. But anyway, that was then. This is now, and right now I tend to go
You
out.
wanna
And
let
feed the
LT up?
homeless. Sure, bring him on up.
There's
Let
the
me put-
link.
Oh, that's right. You can. I have to pull him up. Not a problem. LT,
Yeah,
if you want to come
gotta
up,
put
brother,
it on. There's the link, but
it's totally up to LT.
Bell, I already put it there.
There he is. LT,
Bam.
Hello.
how you doing?
Hold on.
What you doing, brother?
Nothing. Just dropped off mom's at her house. She was over for a little while.
What's it like up there in Chicago? 70s?
Yeah, this Sunday is going to be close to 100. Today was 80.
Yeah, we were at 89. Tomorrow's 91. Sunday's
100.
93. Monday's 96. Tuesday's 98.
Shit, yeah, we had 100, 107. It's like fucking. Everyone's getting burnt to a crisp. It's still better in Vegas or Arizona. I don't. Yeah, Deadville there. So how have you been, my friend? So good. Thank you for thank you for coming up and saying hi. I really appreciate it. It means a lot.
Absolutely,
know.
man. You're my buddy, bro. You're my buddy.
Yeah, me and KY are getting back into the routine of doing our shows, and tonight we. Go ahead.
I said I was listening. Go ahead.
Yeah, we did pretty good tonight. We averaged 7 to 8 people tonight. Now, before this, it was 1 or 2 because, like I said, this is our 3rd show. We're hoping that if we bring content into the show and have a more regular show, more people will stop by just to say hi, which is like what you're doing, which is just beautiful. We miss our shows, LT. So I'm really happy.
As long as you guys have something to talk about, and just reach out to certain people, and it can be anything. It can be a variety of anything. Like you said, your KY and Bud's KY traveling show was basically about a lot of different things. You guys
Yeah, it was.
could talk about events. You guys could talk about civil rights. You guys could talk about conditions with the homeless and the vets. You guys did a lot of topics, and in the beginning, you guys did have a lot of people and a lot of vets, and you started to get a lot of sponsors. Then somewhere within all this drama stuff, people didn't like certain things. People started dropping out. But it's a good idea that you guys can get back together and do a little something.
Well, honestly, LT, we were doing really, really well, and this is no fault of KY's, but this is when I went in the hospital. And I honestly, when I went in, did not know that it was as serious as what was going on. I remember telling KY, I don't know what's going on. Next thing you know, I'm drowning. I can't breathe, and they had to do emergency surgery and that was it. That was just it.
And put a stent in his leg. They were talking about amputating the leg.
I remember
amputating the foot. So
I totally dropped the ball and did nothing. Absolutely. When we made the announcement, I dropped my position at V for Vets and made KY president. And because of my health, and then basically, we stopped taking donations because we're not going out and feeding. There's no sense in taking a donation. Well, now we're back. Now I'm setting it up. Now I had to find ways of doing it. And now, believe it or not, Smo Diego has come through for me like a god. He's helping me get a form of transportation that will allow me to go out and interview the homeless and feed the homeless and work with individual vets. There's a couple, 1, maybe 2 vets homeless in this area that I could sponsor, The point being is, now mind you, I'm on air, and I just recently got the POC unit, which allows me to walk around, but the battery's only 3 hours, and that's it. So I can't go out too far. I can't go.
Unless I have to get a battery. I'm sorry, but battery for what?
My air unit.
Portable air concentrator, like an Imogen, like you see the commercials on TV.
For your health?
Well, I need it. I don't have a backup battery yet. I can't afford it.
I got you. I got what you're saying. My fault. Okay, I got
insurance doesn't cover the batteries. They covered the machine. So, which is fine. You know what? I got 3 hours of air, but then I need to make sure I'm somewhere so that I can get air or something. But so that works out. That works out fine. Me getting this scooter and going out there and feeding 1 or 2 to 3 people and doing it more often, smaller shows more often, allowing me to help more people, and still being able to get out and do that.
Those batteries are expensive, right?
$300.
$75.
No, it's
So you pay
300.
3 hours for 3 hours. So that means actually wherever you go out, you can only go out as far as an hour and a half because you need the other hour
Right.
and a half.
No, the actual battery KY is $279 before tax. and
79.
shipping.
Okay.
And then I got those because I was trying to save up for it, but I'm like, okay, well,
Wow.
it is what it is.
Uh-huh. So what? They got a portable scooter or something, or
No, an actual scooter.
He got a 150cc scooter with a little compartment on the back that he'd be able to strap his stuff to, and
2 wheels or 4 wheels or 3 wheels?
2.
Just 2 wheels.
What
It's
the
not
hell?
Yeah, it's street legal. I don't have to get and it will get me around to the areas I need to go so I can feed the homeless.
Absolutely. But I didn't expect you to have like a 2-wheeler, bro. I thought you were. Damn, okay, shit.
Well, I've had a motorcycle before in my life. Just was never lucky with it though. I got in a major accident, which is why I stopped driving motorcycles. I was plowed.
Scooter, I think you'll be fine, bro.
Oh, I'm gonna be fine. I'm not serious. I'm gonna be driving miles, dude.
Yeah,
all I
that's
need
it.
to do is get down the street, right? To the little shopping area down there somewhere real close, and then I can do my interviews and stuff like that. But I intend to do a lot more being mobile than not being able to do anything. And the first thing was to get the air unit because you just can't go anywhere with an air tank, dude. This is impossible. To literally try to drag this big air tank behind you is just
5 foot
nonsense.
tall, 8-inch diameter air tank around. You
Yeah,
just can't do anything.
I know what you're talking about. You know, yeah.
So I had to beg, scream, plead, and do just about sell my soul to get this. Because your home health care companies don't want you having these because then they don't get the rental on the bottles, refilling the tanks and doing all that shit.
The business.
It is. It's a one big business. Medical industry is the biggest of them all, boy. They just they rape you over the coals for them.
Well,
Like,
I already put in my mind that I'm not gonna go to the doctor at all, unless it's for surgery, a broken bone, in that sense.
I hear you.
As far as the cold, soreness, shit like that, you know what, bro? Natural medicine actually works, man. You know.
Well, yeah, it does. They don't want you.
With right now, there's a company. I'm sorry, but there's a company out right now. I can't look it up right now. I'm driving, but it's a company now that's making artificial or synthetic chicken in a lab, and they were eating it, and just got to be careful what we eat nowadays. You know.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, I used to love frosted flakes, and after reading and what countries don't even want our types of food, they don't even want our bread.
No.
Our bread that we have here, most countries banned it. They don't want our type of. It's not bread, but there's all that host. What is it? Butternut and all that. Nah, man, that's not bread, bro. But we eat it, right? And then the sugar.
It's all the fructose fillers and
there you go. Artificial.
Canada the same way. Canada doesn't want our food because they put so much fructose in everything.
It's just it's there's certain things that we have to get, I guess, but we're starting to grow. I mean, it's small and it's just me and the kids and the wife, but we grow our own cilantro, our own tomatoes. We grow our own lettuce. We grow cucumbers. What else do we have back there? Beans, green peppers.
Onions, radishes.
No, we haven't grown those yet. Just little small stuff. We're not no expert and stuff, but we got some stuff, some mint, just certain little things in there.
Now a hint, LT.
Pardon? I'm sorry, what was that? Okay,
if you're gonna grow anything like on the vine, the best thing to do is get those 4-inch plastic lattice from like Home Depot or Menards, and put up pressure treated 2x4 straight up in the air, and grow them.
Oh no, we got that for them to climb up. Yeah, we got that.
Because then
we got basically, we put a plastic.
Then the squirrels and the rabbits can't get at it.
Oh right, bro. They're always over it trying to look, and I'm watching them from the window. I'm like, mother flowers, you can't get my stuff. But seeds from the watermelon. I mean, if you look it up right now, or whoever got a computer and can put it, the seeds from the watermelon, calcium, potassium, magnesium, zinc, everything that we need. So if you get a watermelon, don't get it seedless. You can actually roast those seeds and eat them.
No, you're right. No, you're absolutely right. The foods, we've destroyed our food.
Yeah.
And natural remedies are always better. God put everything we need to cure everything. Every plant has something in it. We just don't utilize it. We just don't do anything. We're lazy.
We can just go to McDonald's and pick up some. Forget anything healthy. Forget anything else. To eat good food it's expensive. For some reason, I don't know why. But then again, now you have Bill Gates company called Appeal, which is some type of coating on your fruits and vegetables and stuff. And I don't know what it has on there, whatever chemicals to keep it shelf life or whatever. But it's called Appeal. They're starting off as what's called Aldi's or something. We have that here. But I don't know. I mean, I wash my fruit and everything too, but just to see who he is, and I avoid it, bro. I mean, I'd rather go to the orchard out here in Wisconsin and stuff, and just go and buy fresh bushels of apples in there. And, they don't have no pesticides or anything if they got a little freaking worm in it. I don't know, bro. We just nowadays it's just like, do I want to stay here forever? No, but do I want to stick around and put better things in my body for now? Yeah, why not?
No shit.
Why not? Right now it's like I haven't drank for over 10 years. I haven't smoked a cigarette, possibly going on close to that too. 8-9 years. I try to eat right. Don't get me wrong, I like my fried chicken and my slice of pizza too. But all the time, no, not no more. Can I slam me a whole large pizza if I wanted to? Absolutely. Well, do I want to? No. Now I just I try to eat as far as to live. I don't live to eat. So as long as I can cure the crave and as long as it's good, shoot, if you want to mash and stuff your face, have a salad with a slice of grilled chicken on it, or nice tuna or something. I don't know. I mean, that's just the way I like to eat, you know. And on the weekends, yeah, you know what? Give me a slice of pizza or give me a burger or something. But the rest of the week, I try to eat good. You know, I try. Now, trust me, I'm not no health freak, but I mean,
I hear
I'm
you.
half 100, man. You know, I just want to be, and I noticed I knocked out certain foods out that have a lot of sugar. My joints don't hurt as much no more. I don't feel as bloated no more. I don't have headaches that much no more from all this damn sugar like Monster drink and all this other crap. You know.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, you know, if I want something sweet, I don't put sugar. I use a little honey or something. You know.
those energy drinks that kill you.
Yeah, bro, it was and you know what I noticed, KY, when I started noticing when I didn't have my Monster drink on my days off or on a Sunday or something, right? My God, I had a massive headache, guys.
There's all the caffeine in there. That's what it was.
Bro, it was like, wait a minute. I drank, I ran to the store, got me one. Man, not even 5 minutes, my headache went away.
The sugar and the caffeine.
Yeah, so I came to the conclusion that it was this drink. Then I didn't feel well, bro. And then once I just knocked it out, man, the jitterness, the bloatness, the headaches, all went away. I'm like, whoa, okay. So, I try to just drink my smoothie, you know, take my multivitamins. You know, I'm older now, but I take my multivitamins and my banana every single morning, my potassium, and magnesium. I take them in pill forms, and that's about it, man. You know, I end up trying to do about anywhere from 100 to 200. I wouldn't say push-ups because I'll die. I would say angle ups. That you just lean over the counter or something, just put yourself up or get it, you know, in an angle 45 degrees and stuff. But yeah, you know, I'm not trying to be on UFC or World's Next Strongman. I just want to be in shape and be able to pick up my kids or my grandkids if they ever need it, you know?
I hear you.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Plus, there's nothing wrong with being in shape, man.
No, I just say everybody just do something a little different. Something that if you sit on the couch for 2 or 3 hours, well, just take an hour and a half for yourself and, you know, take a little walk or use your own body weight, you know, swimming, any little tiny thing, man, just to get yourself to do something different, you know? Yeah. If we're on our phones for 2 or 3 hours, let's take that hour and a half, you know, be with the family, talk to the moms or the kids or do something different that you didn't do at the house. Clean up the yard. That's a little extra. I don't know, bro. It's just a suggestion.
Yeah, I hear you.
To getting up in the morning and the first thing you go is for a Coca-Cola. Okay, fine. I'm not going to say stop your Coca-Cola or your Pepsi in the morning, but do this. When you wake up in the morning, instead of going for that right away, give yourself about an hour. Go brush your teeth, go get a little ready, and then say, damn, hold up. It's been an hour since I grabbed this Coke or this Pepsi. Do I want it? Let me take a swig. Or it depends. See how you feel within the hour. But a lot of people, like my cousin, gets up early in the morning. As soon as he stretches and yawns, he don't even brush his teeth. He'll go straight and go get his Coca-Cola Classic.
I tell you, he's going to be sorry. My Uncle John used to do that. He'd wake up in the morning, instead of coffee, he'd drink a Coke.
Mm.
And at 9 o'clock, he'd drink another Coke.
Mm-hmm.
At lunchtime, he'd drink another Coke. Well, as soon as he turned 42, he started having bad stomach pains.
Uh-huh.
Turns out the acid had destroyed part of his intestines. He had to have 11 feet of his intestines removed because
that's
he drank
pretty
all that
bad.
Coke.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, bro. Because we knew someone that drank Pepsi all the time. This one lady, and
Oh, hey. One stick.
Yeah, go ahead.
No.
One of her kidneys failed almost.
Hi, Melvin. Welcome in. Go ahead.
Yeah, this one lady, she was drinking Pepsi all the time, and she goes, "Oh no, I don't even drink water." And we're like, "Well, wait a minute, we're made out of water. But you come, I don't drink no water." No, Pepsi. This, and she literally said she don't drink no water until she had to end up in the hospital. One of her kidneys was damaged or failing or something, you know. But it was for not having enough water. So every time she felt dehydrated or so, she'll go for a Pepsi. Every time it'll be 90 degrees, it'll be a Pepsi. No water, no electrolytes, no nothing.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, you don't want to be drinking soda instead of.
No, bro. You know, I mean, even in the summertime, it's like 90 degrees out there in the beach, and everybody's like hot dogs and burgers and shit like that. You know, well, I can imagine. Okay, yeah, I could. But when you're working and stuff, I learned the hard way, man. I had me a big old cheeseburger, and I left it right where I ate it. The best thing to do is, you know, don't fill yourself up with just water. You need those electrolytes in there. And the best food for me in the summertime to get me hydrated and still cure the crave of any hunger is watermelon. That has it's shit. What is it? 70 something, 80 something percent water, and the rest is the fibers, which will hydrate you and also fill your stomach up. And no fat, no fat. Lettuce and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, lettuce is boring. Fill it up, put whatever you want on there. It cleans you out as you're digesting and eliminates any waste, any type of protein that you need. Put some chicken in there. You know, if a lot of people don't like to eat that way because they think, oh no, I'm not gonna like it, and this you actually the same way that you like to eat your burgers and your pizzas and your fried chicken and stuff like that. There's no wrong with it. Go ahead, but let's just cut it down. If you have it every week, put it down every month. It's just suggestion, people. You do what you want. God gave us free will, okay? But if you want to stick around and be a little bit more healthier, you know, let's take care of ourselves. Just that. I mean, what's wrong with that? You know, no one's gonna do it for us. You know, it's like some people say at work, "Hey, man, why do you always haircut and why you always try to take care of yourself?" And you know, and I'm like, well, I do it to take care of myself, but I also do it for my wife because I don't want my wife to look at a sloppy man and look at somebody else. So yeah, I got reasons why I take care of myself, you know. But some people just don't, you know, they just don't want to. I just don't understand why, you know. Maybe when we were younger, we didn't give a shit, but as we're getting older, things start hurting, and look what you're going through, bud. You never knew you were going to go through all this bullshit. I didn't know my back, I was going to bust it up, and I didn't know I was going to have a bad shoulder or whatever. But you do what you got to do to keep moving, you know?
Yep, you do.
Listen, man, when my old man passed away, you know, that killed me, man. That was my best friend, right? So my daughter's never seen their father cry. And the first time in my life, my daughter's seen me cry because I lost my old man, you know?
I know. I lost my mother. It killed me.
It's rough, bro, when you lose somebody, man. But what do? Do you crawl up in a ball and just ruin your own life? Nah, man. Mom's doesn't want that for you. My dad didn't want that for me. Nah, so you keep moving, bro, you know?
Yeah, I eventually got moving. I'm not gonna lie though. the strain of my mother dying on me was amazing. It took me
Okay,
by
so that's a void that you never mend again. You know what I mean?
no, I
It's a
fucking
void you never
collapsed.
mend again. But it's like what I'm saying, what's happening with your feet and your health and stuff. You know, you didn't let that hold you back. Cause look at you now.
No,
You
I'm
feel a
not
little
gonna
bit
let it
better.
either.
Right. You're feeling a bit better. You're doing what you got to do. Now you're motivating yourself to say, man, you know what? Let's get back on this channel. Let's try to do a little something. You're reaching out to people. People are reaching out back to you.
Yep.
So it's a good thing. And what I'm saying is other people that would have gone through your situation or something would probably just crawled up in a hole and stood there until they were done.
Oh, I've had great friends, and I've had people like you helping me out with products and stuff. I've really been lucky. I've been blessed. I'm not gonna lie. I have had
Well,
some very, very, very lucky events. When you help me with my stuff, man, and I'm very grateful for that. You stopped what was killing me because it really effectively was. I mean, they're under control now, thank God.
So
But
you send me a couple photos and I seen how bad that got on you. And
I
then you
will.
send me photos how it healed up on you. I was like, wow, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and I will
I
send that
knew
all to you because I did.
I knew it would help you, but with your situation, I mean, I knew it was gonna help, but I didn't know it was gonna help you that good, bro.
Yeah,
I was
that
to tell you the truth, I knew what kind of product we had, but your situation, I tell you the truth, I kind of cross my fingers. I was like, I know it's gonna help, but I don't know if it's gonna cure him the way he thinks. I knew it would help you with some condition, but when you show the pictures and you show how you were healing, I was like, I'm freaking real.
Yeah, I'm
glad
fucking
I could help
believable.
you
Yeah,
out. And like I said, bud, if you need, I got you, bro. Don't worry about it, bro. And
no, I can't begin to tell you how much I appreciate that, LT. I mean, because it's like this. The legs themselves are painful when it gets out of control. The product you give me not only helps to restore and get rid of the condition, but it also helps to maintain it so it doesn't come back. One of the benefits of that medicine you gave me, it absorbs into the skin and leaves a coating, and that way when the nerves are burning from the infection or whatever causes my problems, that stuff has enabled my legs to heal quicker because they're not in distress or the temperature of my legs goes down. That's what the hospital found out. They were more than impressed. I mean, at first they're like, I said, it will lower the temperature of my legs. I need to put it on. They were like, no, that's not going to happen. And fuck you. Yes, it did.
We got this good stuff that doesn't work. We're going to use that.
Yeah, but I used the stuff you sent me, LT, and that shit lowered the burning, took away the burning, the temperature. My legs went down, and they still.
It made like a coating on there for the underneath it for it to heal up quickly.
Yes, that's exactly what it does, and it's not only that though, the tea tree inside of it, and the added benefit of the hemp. They help to restore and heal any damage on the actual nerve. Now, most of your lotions are not supposed to be used on open wounds, especially not on an open plasma wound. However, I have found right after, when I couldn't use anything else, I was able to use that product right after they broke. So, I mean, it's an insane thing. They said I wouldn't be able to use it at all, but I was able to use it, and it healed it a lot faster than what their shit does. I've got boxes of their stuff that don't work. I can give you names of all the products that don't work.
I use hemp oil on my beer.
Exactly. I would too, man. I would keep that puppy. Hey, LT, I'm gonna do something for you, my brother. I collect ashes from my smoke. Only hemp, only weed. And I collect these ashes and I do paintings with them. I'm gonna make you a painting when I get the funds to get the brushes and stuff I need to do it. I have enough of the
Of what? Of what? Because I make painting out of my toenail clipping portraits. So I'm gonna send you. Yeah. Oh wait, we're not talking about the same thing yet. Oh.
You're fucking it. No, but what I'm gonna take the ashes.
I'm sorry. I want you to click out of that KY. You do something else.
Well,
sorry,
I'm gonna
fine,
do
go
that
ahead.
just for you. You can have one of my paintings. Eventually, when I finally, like I said, I need to get the canvas, the brushes, the paint. I have the ashes now. It took me 3 years to collect enough ashes, but I have enough.
Now
they're refined, by the way. It's a powder, and I mix it in with a paint, and it makes a color that just blows your mind. When you add ash to acrylic, it's amazing what it does.
Well, I like to see it one day because I don't know if you all know, and I don't know if I ever mentioned it within the years that I've known you guys, but I am an artist.
No, you never. I don't remember that.
No, many years ago, matter of fact, in some of the school district out here, some of my paintings are out here hanging in.
Who you paint? Oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm not really a painter, dude. I do crazy shit.
No, I'm a painter and I'm an artist. I could just stare at. You don't even have to stand. You can send me a 2x3 and I can make you a canvas out of your face. It'll take some time, but I haven't done it for a long time, bro. But yeah, I've won awards and trophies and contests and.
Damn, dude, you go.
Yeah, I've won. Do you ever remember the incredible edible egg? Remember that commercial or for people eating eggs? It was,
yes.
But come on, you guys remember that?
Yeah.
So they had a wow. This was years ago. They had a big contest to draw or something for their campaign, and I won second place from that.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I was going to do here in the city of Chicago, Mayor Daley at that time. I was doing people to do their paintings, and then whoever wins gets to be on the city sticker.
No shit.
And, yeah, so I tried, but I lost, and there was this girl that was 13 years old that won. But yeah, I mean, I was into a lot. I was into computer drafting, and yeah.
I hope you won't mind. I'm not really a professional or anything, but people say they like my my weed paintings, so I'll send you one though, just because I want to do it for you.
Do I have it upstairs? Listen, art doesn't and never has to be perfect. Art is always in the eye of the beholder. Okay.
And the imagination of the artist.
Yes,
right.
I agree.
But me and you and Bud could be looking at the same painting, and all three of us can be looking at something totally different depending on the painting, right? You could be seeing this, and I could be seeing that, and he could be seeing something else. So that's what I mean by the art. You can say it looks like shit. Bud could say, "Oh my God, I've never seen something so beautiful before." And I'm looking at Bud, and I'm like, "Dude, all I see is this." Everyone can see it differently, right? Basically, what I'm trying to say is everyone has that talent, bro. No one has to draw a perfect face or anything. Everyone knows what it is. My daughter, my child, the youngest one, never drew, never painted. So I gave her a small picture of a tiger that was on Google. Make a long story short, she drew it and painted it, and it almost looked exactly like the tiger from Google. And I got it upstairs, and I said, and that was her first time. Oh, Dad, it don't look like. And I started showing her. My God, I mean, this is your first time. Who can do something like this the first time? You know, I mean, was it perfect? No. Did it look almost accurate? Yeah, bro. I mean, you can tell it was a tiger laying down in the forest. You know, now me and you look at it and say, oh, you know, an artist would have done it better, right? But other kids at her age would have been like, oh, wow, I can't do that. But what I'm trying to say is like, bro, whatever you send and whatever you do, it comes from you, right? I can say it looks great. My wife can say, what's this bullshit? You ain't hanging that shit up here, you know?
I hear you.
I
don't think. I highly doubt you'll hang it, but
you're too much, bro. You're too much.
Yeah.
But anything you said to me, bro, is appreciated. It's like, you know, you acknowledging me and our business and how we were able to help you. That's blessing enough for us, bro. You know,
no,
you know, a lot of people know you, and a lot of people know that you're not full of it, and that's, you know, that's what a lot of people like about you and KY, because you guys don't bullshit. You guys say it how it is. You say the truth. You don't beat around the bush.
We don't do the drama crap.
Oh, absolutely
Yeah.
not. But you guys don't know the truth. You guys say, hey, man, I'm not sure, but I'll look it up and I'll find out, you know? And that's why I think a lot of people like you guys.
Oh, I'm happy to hear that. I mean, and like I said, the shows that we're going to be doing, hopefully we'll get more of a following, and I miss it. I miss my show, LT. Me and KY had so much fun, but then when I went in the hospital, man, it ended everything.
It's all right, though, you know? But, and you know what? KY went through a lot of stuff, too, at that time.
Yeah, he did. I mean, it was amazing. Not only
Yeah.
was me and KY, but then there was Bell.
No,
Bell got
but what
slammed.
I'm saying is that KY went through some personal stuff, too.
Yeah, we all did. But I mean, yes, the three of us who started just got buried.
Now, the thing is that, okay, now we know what we did here. Now we have to take a break. How can we make what we had a little bit better? And exactly what you said. We might not jump on it 3 times a week, but maybe we might do it in the beginning and towards the end, or maybe we might just do it in the middle of the week and jump in and talk about the topics in the beginning of the week and talk about the topics to come. I mean, there's certain things that you can do here, you know, pick a topic of this or whatever. So you can do twice a week in the beginning of the week and towards the end, or just say we're going to meet up on Wednesdays on this time. This is our channel. We're going to pick up what happened during the week, and we're going to see what's going to happen towards the end of the week. I don't know. I'm just throwing suggestions.
No, but you're right. Well, one thing we are trying to figure out is what time slot to make our show. Like right now, 7 my time, 10 his.
Right now,
10 o'clock Eastern, yeah.
I'm not sure, you know, what days, but you're right. We need to find the days and keep them solid and start announcing them on our community page and stuff. Oh.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
No, we're getting there. We really are.
Get better every week. Yep.
Yeah. Well, KY, we've been on for an hour and 45 minutes almost.
Yep.
I have some chores I have to do. Plus that I'm
right.
getting not feeling very well, so Dallas didn't go all that great. Just put out, so that's why I really need to, after I finalize the operation in my arm, to really look into trying to make it at home, because I don't, they won't authorize the 60 boxes, dude. But in this environment, they won't do it. They already said they wouldn't do it. So I'm having it at home is becoming a non-option right now. You know, it just eats up the whole day. You know what I'm saying? You still there?
Yeah.
He's a little quiet. Just whining because of dialysis, but whatever. Well, we'll find out what happens, won't we?
Yep.
You know?
Like I said, start setting up that appointment for your eye because you know it's going to be a week or two out and 3 weeks, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that
We'll
Monday.
wait 3 weeks and then set it up because then you'll be another 3 weeks out. So
Yeah, I tried calling tonight. They were closed, so I now need to call back on Monday. From another one of those days that these people only meet on Mondays.
that's why I like my doctor. They're all part of the Norton Hospital network, and you just log on, schedule an appointment.
Well, I could do that, but I haven't logged on yet. I'm lazy.
Well,
It's called my portal,
okay.
but I'm too fucking lazy.
Baptist Hospital has my portal.
Well, I'm just too fucking lazy. I mean, I could do that with a University
You
of
need to do that.
Riverside.
And have your notebook there so you know when your other appointments are. So you don't, schedule 2 appointments the same day and just get it done.
Stop procrastinating. Get it done, bro.
Yeah, that's no shit, guilty. I mean, but it's not that I don't want to get it done. It's the amount of shit that I have going. I mean, let me give it to you this way. I have a gastrologist I have to go see. I have the foot doctor I have to go see because they have to amputate the toe.
That's Tuesday.
Yeah, I have the fistula consult and operation coming up. And then of course during this I have dialysis Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Monday
During
and Friday. Shit.
Oh yeah, I have complete renal failure.
So, wow, I don't know. Organize it as far as what's the most important thing. What could you knock out in one day? I mean, I don't know.
No, I'm doing that, but here's the thing that you should understand. The thing that stopped me from literally going into hospice and dying was getting my legs under control because they were the stem of all my problems, all of them. Every time they got out of control and the infection started up, it spread through my body massively. Keeping the legs and I have not had an outburst in how long has it been, KY? 3 years? 2 years.
About 2.5.
2.5 years. I have not had an outbreak. Now I did have one. Yeah, I had one that appeared the other day, but it's under control. Other than that, LT, because I immediately put Tropidol on. Immediately. I didn't wait. And until it starts appearing, then I go back and use the cheaper lotions and stuff after I get rid of the problem to where it's more manageable. Because see, I am being very conservative and with that stuff, seeing as it went up in price so much that I'll probably never be able to afford it again. So I basically what I do is I use that when it's really bad, get it to clear up a little, and then come back with their medicated stuff, which is
You see LT there, bud? All that gray hair.
Damn.
I was gonna show you. Let me show you something.
You know what that's from, right? Too much masturbation.
Here, you want to see gray hair, LT? Look at this.
That's one.
Shoot.
Of course, I'm almost 69 years old, so to be expected.
I pipe it.
Let's pipe it. Oh my God. Oh, home sweet home. Tomorrow's another day.
Yep.
Yep.
What's the plan for tomorrow, guys?
Well, tomorrow's the weekend. I've got set up for my other program. So I'll be working on
We got
that.
some kinks to work out on, and
Yeah, we had some issues, so we have to work on that. You know, so we can start doing more regular programs with more regular topics and stuff. You know, of course, one segment of our show will be like this, which is the open talk, but I'd still like to be able to have like we did tonight with the Caitlin Clark. You know, it just seems a lot more fun to be more informative about some things. And there's all kind of topics, I mean, that we could cover. So I'm looking forward to that.
Bud's gonna go to Mexico. Then he's gonna come back in. He's gonna be Kevin Broxter Mendez.
Just no, honestly, I was going to go down and try to film me crossing the border. Literally, just see if what would happen.
Your luck, some of them rednecks say, "Hey, there's one of them. Shoot him."
Yeah, they'll probably shoot me.
No, why don't you do that? Cross the border, come back, and they'll probably
Not healthy. Besides, I'm not healthy enough to do anything that crazy.
Well,
yeah, I think we're at that time, KY. I'm not feeling very well.
yeah.
You gotta forgive me, guys. I can only go so long before I need to take a break, and my health is getting a lot better, I will admit. And I appreciate all you guys coming in. And LT, you're always welcome here, brother.
The
Anytime
first
you
show
want
he did, he only was on half an hour.
right? And if you have anything you want to promote when you come around, just let us know. New product or new something, whatever you want to do, brother, just let us know. All right, so I'm going to end this, guys. You all just take care and God bless you all. And anything to say, KY, before I end it?
Handsome as ever, LT.
There you go, LT.
Everyone, stay safe, be well, stay cool out there. The hot temperatures are coming. Okay,
All righty, but out.
Take care.
Bye, LT.